Well, I frankly disagree with you, and so does the Attorney General and the Deputy Attorney General. The report found that they were unable to make a decision. That went over to the Department of Justice, where they did make a decision. The Attorney General followed the legal process. He worked with the Deputy Attorney General, who's been involved since the very beginning of this 2-year absurdity, and they made a decision that there was no obstruction. So that makes it a complete and total exoneration. I don't know any other way to look at it when the whole purpose of this investigation was to determine whether or not there was collusion. It's also a sad reminder of the lack of accountability that started to seep into the media and into Democrats that have gone out for the last 2 years, actually over 2 years, and accused the president, the United States president, of being an agent of a foreign government. Take a second and let that sink in. Take a minute and realize how outrageous and how serious and how malicious an accusation like that is. They literally accused the president of the United States of being an agent for a foreign government. That's equivalent to treason. That is punishable by death in this country.
Here we have Sarah Huckabee Sanders clutching her pearls at the audacity of government officials to have ever even considered launching an investigation into the President of the United States. First of all, this is all part of the White House's spin machine, their victory lap over a report that no one has seen. All we have is a 4-page summary with sentence fragments from the Mueller report, and it was written by a partisan political appointee who was hired because of his opposition to the investigation. Not quite the neutral arbiter that we're looking for here. But more importantly, for Sarah Huckabee Sanders to pretend that this investigation was ever unjustified is pure political theater. Also, she accuses the media and Democrats of being the instigators here, but the investigation was started by the FBI under James Comey, a registered Republican. And it was anything but unjustified. Russia did attack our democracy to influence the outcome of the 2016 election. Every intel agency has confirmed that, and the Mueller report and even the Barr summary confirmed that as well. Vladimir Putin said on national television that he wanted Trump to win.
Did you want President Trump to win the election, and did you direct any of your officials to help him do that?
Да, я хотел, чтобы он выиграл.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Because he talked about bringing the US-Russia relationship back to normal.
Trump advisor George Papadopoulos told an Australian diplomat that Russia has dirt on Hillary Clinton. The confluence of those factors, among others, led the FBI under Comey's leadership to start an investigation. Trump abused his position of power to fire Comey and end the Russia probe, creating an obstruction of justice accusation.
Explaining the firing, Mr. Trump said, "I faced great pressure because of Russia. That's taken off," adding, "I'm not under investigation."
In other words, we basically heard a gunshot and saw a guy with a gun standing over a dead body, and Sarah Huckabee Sanders wants us to know that she's very disappointed that we should stoop so low as to open an investigation. How dare we suggest that the guy who literally asked Russia to hack Hillary Clinton's emails on national television is conspiring with that same country? The audacity of the Democrats. But here's where the audacity really comes in. Notwithstanding what the report actually says, the investigation already resulted in 199 overall criminal counts, 34 people and 3 entities charged, 7 guilty pleas, and 5 going to prison, including guilty pleas from Trump's national security advisor, campaign chairman, personal lawyer, foreign policy advisor, and deputy campaign manager. That's like losing a football game 99-0 and having t-shirts printed up because the other team didn't hit triple digits. But worse than all of that, even as Trump and the White House do their victory lap without having read a word of the report, Trump's Attorney General has still not released it despite a 420-0 unanimous vote from the House to do so. How do you square the GOP celebrating Trump's self-described exoneration while not letting anyone see the proof? That's because their argument is based on smoke and mirrors. It is, and always has been, political spin, and nothing more. That's how we went from witch hunt on a daily basis without an inkling of insight into the investigation, immediately over to complete and total exoneration, again without an inkling of insight into the final report. This is the epitome of the swamp that they tricked their supporters into believing that they would drain.